Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. A first down for the offense. Handoff to the single back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Pressure coming. Still on his feet. He's going to take off. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in 3rd and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Stevens. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Rainbow Warriors are on the move. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll go to the toss. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the Eagles with the 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You could tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the boot.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The give. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen, the ones that get in the backfield? The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Get set, get set. Direct snap. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
29 Philly.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Hawaii! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And now on first down, after converting with the run, he's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Slips away. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30, he's got a leg. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to scramble. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And that pass is intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Okay, 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his back in the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to run it. Lost, the defense is wide open. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On second down, they'll take to the air. Looking deep. And it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He breaks a tackle. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Going for it all. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He wants to throw here on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They'll throw it on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Power football with the run. At the 20, he's got space. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
Gain of 2. Brings up second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Eastern Michigan going fast. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He wants to pass it on second down. He makes a grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Moving out of the pocket. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 1.
This wide receiver is so dynamic. The bubble screen is a play every offense has in their back pocket now these days. You just want to find different ways for this guy to touch the football, whether it's jets, reverses, and bubble screens. He makes people look so silly out in space like he did right there.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 24 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a third and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Hawaii 14, Eastern Michigan 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Check. 691, Gators score. Listen.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that...
Oh, look out! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Right back to the well. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He'll try to get it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he's sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, So frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB. He can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble, run up, and get a big play. So hard to defend this guy.
Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
He's brought down at the 21-yard line. It's third down.
Looking to throw on third. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's right on target. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to the ground with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
At the 24-yard line. Third down coming up.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Quarterback checking off. Wide out in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Eastern Michigan.
And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snags it over the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 28 to Arizona. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Buys a little time. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And how about the defense? They're trying to end this thing themselves. You got to lead. You're in a good spot. 2 sacks in a row, now forcing a fourth down late in this football game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going up top here late in the game. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down, and Listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through